sitting there and, we're crunching away on our tacos, and we don't really talk much while we're eating. He probably only got a bite or two down of his taco before he lost his appetite, which he said it was driving him crazy that he would go from being incredibly hungry and then he would just eat a bite or two and he'd feel sick to his stomach. And a lot of that was the chemo, which he just eventually just gave up on right around this time because he knew it wasn't working. But anyways, I had just finished eating my taco and he was kind of quiet and he's staring out the window and he goes, "So have you ever thought about God?" I go, "Oh, dude, all the time, And he goes, "Do you believe in him?" I'm like, yeah, I totally believe in him. And looks at me and he goes, "No, I'm serious. Like, don't bullshit me, man. Like, do you truly believe in God?" And I go, "Yeah, George, I believe in a creator." And he goes, "Do you mean someone that just made all of this?" I go, "Yeah." And it's quiet. And he goes, "You think this creator loves us?" And I go, "Yeah, I do, man. There's a connection. And I don't think you could have that connection with somebody you don't care about." He goes, "Explain your connection." And I go, "What do you mean?" He was like, "The connection you have. Explain what you're saying." And I go, "It's kind of like the hug of a mother." I go, "You could hug 100 other people. But when you hug your mother, it's just different. It's just different. It's the same physical act. You're just throwing your arms around somebody and squeezing them. But it's different." I go, "When it comes to the creator, I've personally always felt that there's something up there that doesn't want bad things to happen to me, something that wants to guide me, that wants me to do well." And he's quiet. And I know why he's thinking all this stuff. And he goes, "Well, what if there's not?" I go, "What if there's not a God?" And he goes, "Yeah, what if there's not? What if it's just nothing, just darkness?" I'm like, "Well, if there's just nothing, then I guess at the moment that it's over, then it's just over. You wouldn't feel anything. You wouldn't have any emotions." And he goes, "Isn't that sad to you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's incredibly sad." And he's like, "I'm so afraid of that." He said, "I want what I have to matter. Us, my experiences, all of it." He said, "I want it to matter." And he goes, "If life is just over and the lights go off, then what is any of this worth?" And I said, "Well, I think it's worth the experience." And he goes, "Pretty soon I'm not going to have any more experiences, Chad." It just fucking crushed me. And he goes, "Do you believe in hell?" And I said, "I don't know, George." And he goes, "Be honest with me." I was quiet. He goes, "Do you think there's a hell?" And I go, "I don't know, George, some place where people eternally burn and just suffer forever." I go, "Man, some people have such a hard time here, they would argue that this is hell." I'm like, "But I don't know, man." And he goes, "I believe in hell." I go, "You do?" He goes, "Yeah, I do." And I said, "So do you believe in the devil?" And he goes, "Yeah, I do." And I said, "Well, how can you question God but believe in the devil?" And he said, "In my lifetime, I've seen a lot more proof that the devil is real." And I was like, "Oh, man." He goes, "Why do you think this happened to me?" I go, cancer? And he goes, yeah. And I go, I don't know, George. These are like the questions of the universe, man. I go, I know it's unfair. I know that, you're 42 and you shouldn't have to deal with this. But I don't know why this happened. It's quiet. He starts to cry a little bit. He just says, I don't want to die, see? And he just keeps crying. He's crying. He's crying. Those are moments where words can do nothing but fail, so you just sit there quiet.